Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 6 of the Trophy Tour. And I'm in the middle of my pre-season. I'm not quite done yet, but it shouldn't be too long, as you can see in my calendar below. But there's plenty to be sinking your teeth into for this episode, as I've had to be very busy in the transfer market. And the fixtures list, if you'd like to see that first, has been very, very unkind. As you can see, Austria, Vienna, Rapid Vienna and Red Bull Salzburg are all on the agenda within the first 3 games after a very tense season, seeing Red Bull somehow snatching the league at the last second thanks to Austria Vienna conceding a goal in the 90th minute, but after just scoring a goal in the 90th minute, I mean, I couldn't believe it. And something else happened, of course, the battle for promotion. I thought Kapfenberger were going to win it, but instead Altach have gotten promoted, which is quite extraordinary. So what a season to begin in Austria. But anyway, you came here for the transfers and you're not going to be disappointed. Look at all this business, a lot of money spent, but a lot of money made as well. And let's just talk about the departures first. And I'm afraid a lot of them were very wanted. I didn't want to be selling my players, but I had no choice. And the first departure is Tobias Kainz. So the second Kainz twin has left to Apoel, which is a great disappointment, but at the same time his preferred position is the defensive mid, and I wasn't really playing him there, so that's just the way I decided to let him go. David Schloffer is now on loan to SV Mattersburg. I didn't play him much last season, and hopefully he'll thrive there. Daniel Bakler, big wages, and now he's gone to Turkey to consolidate them, and hopefully he does okay. The World Cup hero Anel Hazic, I tweeted out how well Bosnia-Herzegovina are doing, and he's gone for big money to the young boys of Bern. And I'll just show you really quickly how dramatically they are doing. They're in the semi-finals of the World Cup in Brazil. Would you believe it? Absolutely flawless run so far. They've beaten the German non-existent team, but still pretty beast nonetheless. And that is a huge upset. And they have every chance of going all the way. They even have a free agent on the plane to the World Cup. So massive pressure on that manager and the players to get through after such a great run. It will be magnificent to see. A lot of players have been released as well, and that's pretty much it. So let's just talk about the incoming players, and there's a lot of them. And usually I don't really go for old friends, but Abdel Hakim Omrani was up for free from Le Mans FC, who got promoted to the third tier of French football, but they decided to let go of Omrani. I think he'd be a perfect player for Sturm Graz. He can play the box-to-box and play make to his best ability, and hopefully he grows just as nicely as he did in last year's game, but we'll just have to wait and see if he can settle. Another pretty obvious deal came in the same day. I pretty much every reason to sign back Roman Bestjak. He's on 1.2k a week, and he wasn't quite so efficient after scoring 7 goals in 7 games. He forgot his shooting boots for the rest of the loan, and he went another 7 games with nothing, but he's back, and I'm sure a full season will bring much joy for the Slovenian. Of course, their World Cup journey ended in the group stages, which is a big disappointment. Carlos Esposito has come in very cheap, and possibly a very good deal as well. He's only 22 years old and has good potential, but we'll just have to wait and see if we can match that. Levante wanted to get rid, so I'm not surprised. Another left back, I mightn't have needed him, but the director of football persisted, and Magdiel for just €400 a week will be playing for us, and hopefully he can make an impact on the left hand side of the defence. I decided to exploit my deal with Dortmund that lets me take their loan players, and the only one I could really use was Evans Nyarko, the young defensive mid. Hopefully we get to see something out of him, but we don't know. We'll see if I can play him in the cups or whatever, because we need more midfield. The director of football pulled off a nice deal here for absolutely nothing. Domajoj Antolic is our new cam, but I'd rather just play him in the hole here in the midfield and maybe on the right hand side. We'll have to wait and see which role suits him best, but I'm really looking forward to using him. 2 new defenders now. The first is Milos Karasic. He's a Serbian, got him from who was it again, Slovan Liberec. and he could be okay, but he needs to grow a little bit more if he's going to be a centre back to take the place in the team, like the first 11. Stuart O'Keefe from Crystal Palace was probably an odd one. I very rarely seem to go for the English players when I'm outside the British Isles, but I thought, nah, may as well. He's fairly young. He's got no wages practically, and he could make a difference. And Palace successfully stayed in the Premier League, in case you're wondering. This could be the central defender of my dreams. He could be very good. He had a terrible season with the relegated Wiener Neustadt, but he did come from Austria Vienna, so there is hope. And we can look at him again here. He's very decently. He's very decent in the defence. He's got some good stats. His mentals could improve, but otherwise I'm pretty happy, and he could be a first teamer straight away. And last but not least, I needed another striker, and Stefan Nikolic from Montenegro is my fourth and final one. He's got great physicals, which is just what we need as a target man, and he's got no wages as well. Steaua Bucharest deciding he's not for us, and he could be a bit expensive in the loan per month cost, but I'm about to sell Michael Madl. He didn't have a good season, and I wasn't playing him in defensive mid either, so he could be going to any one of 14 clubs, as you can see here. Hopefully he picks a good one for his career. I probably shouldn't let him go to those. I don't like the oh God, what is it? The monthly oh God, I'm sorry. The monthly income, whatever it is, monthly payments, whatever. So he'll be gone. I'm trying to get rid of Patrick Wolf as well. He could play right mid, but he's out on loan and he didn't do very well. So get rid of his 3k wages. So yeah, it's just been a while, a bit weak since I've done Football Manager, thanks to that F1 vid, which was a success, thanks to you guys. And I'll be hopefully doing some Euro Truck Simulator in time for Friday the 13th, which is when my first batch of assignments come to an end. And I'll be hopefully enjoying a safe and happy Christmas with my family and all that. So same applies to you, my subscribers. Do I need to show you anything else? Yeah, the finances. Yeah, so I've been restructuring the finances, and we've definitely gotten our money back, and we've got more sponsors, and we can make more transfer profit as well. So I think I should be in good terms with the Sturm Graz board and the fans, but at the end of the day I need to start thinking about trophies, which is why this series is called the Trophy Tour. But that's pretty much all I need to say. It's going to be a long out season, and hopefully come back in October or something when the first round of games are over, see how we do, and hopefully there's no more mishaps with goalkeepers and own goals and all that sort of stuff that cost us the title last year. If you recall, you can see this stretch of games here was what cost us dearest. We really should have been winning more of those games, and then when we got our form we let it go just when it mattered most. So yeah, hopefully we can get going. Robert Beric was a big transfer man in demand. His value is only 825k, but teams were throwing 2 million buy nows at me, and I said no, we need Robert Beric at his best to succeed, and I hope the fans can think good of me for that one as well, because I doubt they're too happy seeing lots of Austrians go and replaced by foreigners, but that's all I can do. There are not many Austrians on the market, so yeah, that'll do for episode 6. And stay tuned, where we hopefully get a good pre-season and maybe in a Europa League run. I'll be playing Zalgiris, who knocked out St. Pat's last season, and well, I could be playing a Georgian team either, so we'll see how we do in the Europa League. I'll keep you posted, and I'll talk again soon. Bye bye.